So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to More Mito Call. My name is Dr. Clive Campbell. We are happy to tell you news that the medical scientific research community has studied over the last 100 and odd years. And over the last 30 years, the news has gotten better. The mitochondria is not only the powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria performs in excess of 500 different functions in the cell. Because after God gave you life, He gave you the mitochondria to sustain and maintain your life. Do you know the story? If you do not know the story of the mitochondria, we have someone that is very qualified in the house to speak about the mitochondria and the supporting product technology to help you to deal with issues in your tissues. And Dr. Desmond Samuels will open his microphone at the right time and tell us about it. I give you the FDA disclaimer as we do at our meetings. It says, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The product discussed is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any disease. The information is intended for general information purpose only. It is not intended as a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment of disease. As it relates to any form of testimonials that may be given, no one was compensated for giving a testimonial. All testimonials are the opinions of those individuals.
If you
And
just
may
come
not
and
be.
water people garden and go about the business. Yeah.
Marva, your microphone is on. Are you hearing me? Yes.
Yes.
Your microphone is on. Kind of closer for me. All testimonials are the opinions of those individuals and may not be the results that everyone gets. So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you who we call the good doctor. But before I do that, let me just say welcome because some persons did not get to make it to the prayer meeting, but you have come on for this presentation. Someone might have told you something exciting is happening. You want to come and hear it for yourself because you are someone you care for, a loved one, a friend, a neighbor, co-worker, or so on, maybe having some difficulty in their health. They have lost their health. They're trying to find their way back to health. You are at the right place. The More Mito Call. And we have Dr. Desmond Samuels who will be presenting on it. But let me tell you about Dr. Desmond Samuels. I believe he's the most comprehensive doctor you may ever meet in a long time. He's a very good person. I call him the good doctor for good reason. I know him personally. I've met him personally, and I've spoken to him other than occasions that we hear him on this call. And he's a beautiful soul. He holds a bachelor's degree in psychology. He also holds a bachelor's degree in theology. He prayed for us earlier too. He has a diploma as an electronic technician. He's an accident and emergency physician. Yes, you may see him in one of your ER rooms in Jamaica or in Canada or wherever the Lord lead him. He's a massage therapist. He's an expert in functional medicine. Why? Because he believes in the body holistically, and he believes that you should not look at symptoms, but find the cell, find the mitochondria, and you will get answer to health and medical conditions. So he's a functional medicine expert, and he's also a mitochondrial expert. So he understands what he's speaking about. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me get out of the way of greatness and introduce to you none other than Dr. Desmond Samuels, the good doctor. Have you made it to the call, Dr. Samuels, please?
I am here, sir. I am here. I am here.
Welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday. For those of us who went to church today, some went yesterday, we are just happy to be here.
Yeah.
And I am grateful and thankful for the prayer because it's necessary. Bible declare that men ought to always pray, pray without ceasing.
Yes.
You know, everything you do it prayerfully. It doesn't mean that you're going to go around driving with your eye closed and say, I'm praying and praying. No, that's not what it means. It means that whatever it is that you're doing it prayerfully, understanding that if you put God first, you will never come in second. And that is the goal.
Yes.
So, folks, this evening, Dr. Clive, thank you for whoever called this prayer. It was well needed and necessary.
Yes.
And so, yes, we're watching the news, and even CNN and all these other news networks are saying that this Category 4 hurricane could hit Jamaica by Wednesday as a Category 4 storm. So the the waters of the Caribbean are so much a fuel for hurricanes. Because of the temperature and so on and so forth. So yes, because the temperature is so warm in the Caribbean water, when the hurricanes get there, it actually fuels them and even get them to be more intense. So the prayer was prayed for everybody that is going on, that was on here. And yeah, we are more than just talking about physical health. We're also talking about spiritual health. Yes. And I am happy to be a part of this group.
Yes,
all right. Okay, folks, Sunday evening, we are going to talk about the mitochondria. We are going to talk about this tiny organelle that is in all of our cells. Tens of billions of them in our cells. I think Pastor Snowball sent me something yesterday about a research that he stumbled across that was dealing with the mitochondria. And then when you tie the mitochondria to the microbiome, it is amazing how much correlation they have, and how if we work and fix both of them together, it can be even more amazing. From what I heard yesterday from Pastor Snowball, it said it is estimated that an average adult body contains 10 million billion mitochondria, making up about 10% of our body weight. And that healthy person produces their weight in ATP every single day. ATP cannot be stored, so the mitochondria must stay in good working order to continually create energy. ATP, so the power that is created, stored in ATP, but then it doesn't last long because the body uses it up. And so over the years, persons have been trying to find ways to deal with this mitochondria, because we find out that, as a matter of fact, this organelle is the powerhouse of the cell. Not only that, they told us in medical school when we first get there that most, if not all, diseases and sicknesses are as a result of low energy. So indirectly, they're telling us that if the mitochondria is not producing the energy that it ought to produce, that's when you're going to start getting sicknesses and diseases. So that is what's going on with that. We look at the mitochondria, and as the mitochondria, as tiny as it is as an organelle inside of the cell, it has some very important properties or qualities. In addition to the cell having the DNA, the mitochondria has its own DNA as well. And so forensic science are finding out now that the DNA in the mitochondria is more potent, more powerful, and more long-lasting than the DNA that comes from the nucleus of the cell. Our chief researcher and fossil formulator, Dr. Bevan Elliott, in his research, he indicates that what affects the health most is the health of the mitochondria. So you literally cannot be your healthiest unless your mitochondria is at their best. Folks, if the health of the mitochondria can be improved and you can have more mitochondria that are bigger, more energetic, then your overall health can be improved. So if you get the mitochondria right, then you're going to see your body, it's going to restore, it's going to rejuvenate, it's going to rebuild, and also reverse the effects of aging. So by definition, then, the mitochondria, these are membrane-bound organelles, and they generate most of the ATP, or most of the chemical energy that the bodies need, and these for its biochemical reactions. The chemical energy produced by the mitochondria stored in small molecules called ATP, and then they are used up. Now, the human body is made up of about 70 trillion cells, which are powered by the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. So again, if the mitochondria is right, if the mitochondria is operating optimally, then you are going to be as your healthiest. So what does the mitochondria do? it converts fats and carbohydrates into energy. That's called ATP, which is the cell's energy currency. So when these carbohydrates get into the body, the mitochondria now uses them and to create energy. And this energy is stored in what we call ATP. So basically, again, the mitochondria needs to be right in order to convert the carbohydrates and the fat to the energy currency. If it's not doing it, that is the reason some folks are tired, they're lethargic, they're weak, they just can't concentrate. So that is what is going on. So as the powerhouse of the cell, it is the main site of ATP production. Now, not only that, it plays a vital role in the storage of calcium. So as we talk about the role in the storage of calcium, it is important that we understand that a lot of times we have calcium storage diseases because the mitochondria is not right. The big calcium disease that we have is osteoporosis. And that's when persons get to the point where they actually cannot, there's not enough calcium in their bodies for the regular operation. And so the muscles and the tissues, they go ahead and they steal calcium from your bones. And so persons now start talking and bending over, walking and bending over because they are losing calcium. These trace minerals are extremely important in the body for the body to operate optimally. Now, the mitochondria also plays a vital role in apoptosis. Now, what is apoptosis? Apoptosis is programmed or controlled cell death. So this is where the cells, they live to a certain number of days and then they are replaced by new cells. Now, if the mitochondria is not working properly, apoptosis will not take place. And so what is going to happen? These cells are going to continue to just grow and grow and grow and eventually come to the point where they develop as tumors. And then these tumors can now either be malignant or benign. Malignant one is the one that we are afraid of. But benign tumors can also mess you up, and it depends on where they are formed. They can press against nerves, they can press against blood vessels. So they may not be the one that's going to metastasize and go into different places so that they can kill you, but they can actually squeeze on other places, other vessels in the body and mess the body up. The mitochondria also helps with detoxification of liver cell, detoxification of kidney cell, and detoxification of the colon. Helps with all of that. So the human simply cannot survive without the mitochondria. So what happens when the mitochondria is low? Again, we pick up stuff like mitochondrial diseases. We see this on the pediatric ward a lot of time. Children with FTP, failure to thrive. We see them with learning disorder, autism spectrum disorder. All of those kind of stuff, we're finding out nowadays that they are actually mitochondrial deficit, mitochondrial damage, and mitochondrial depletion. This is what is happening in the body when the mitochondria is not right. Then these kind of stuff start happening to us. So it causes cardiovascular issues, neurological issues, persons having dizziness, persons can't remember stuff, so dementia is setting in, persons having slurred speech, memory problem, all because of mitochondrial issue, renal failure, persons having kidney failure, they're having bladder cancer. Folks, if you go to the bathroom and you pee and it's red, you need to go see your doctor ASAP, because we need to ensure that it is not bladder cancer you're dealing with. All right, so stuff like that. So we have to take time out to really take care of our body so that we can live long, healthy, and in the space now of a prosperous life. Persons also suffer from GI problem. From your mouth to your anus, you're looking at approximately 30 feet of tube-like material. Now, inside of your tummy, what you're looking at is approximately 27 feet of tube-like material, and that is important. And that is actually important for you to understand, because what is happening or what can happen in there, in those 27 feet, there's a lot of place for all kinds of pathogens to hide. There's a lot of place in there for disease process to get going. And what that is going to do is that they can hide, and then once they are manifested, they now come out and attack you. It's just like if a person go ahead and mess around with somebody with AIDS, and then they come to the doctor to try to deal with that. In the first 30 days, it's almost a waste. It's a waste of time, because the AIDS virus is not going to manifest within the first 30 days. Because what this AIDS virus does, it gets into the cell, takes over the nucleus of the cell, and tells the cell, hey, make as many of us as you can. And so once that AIDS virus now go ahead and make, and once the cell go ahead and make out a lot of those AIDS virus, then after that, it is now released into the body so that it can go ahead and take over more cells and take over more cells and so on. And so it is then that this is how it hides there, fly under the radar. So if the mitochondria is not doing what it is supposed to do, a lot of these things can happen. So because if the cell is energetic and it's doing its job, then it can actually kill that virus when it so once the mitochondria is low, what is going to happen is that inflammation is going to set in. So now when inflammation sets in, then these are the disease processes that we're looking at. Stuff like cardiovascular diseases. Hypertension is a cardiovascular issue. A lot of folks don't recognize that they're hypertensive until they go to the doctor for something else. And that's when they recognize that they are actually hypertensive. And so one of the problems is that, especially with our men, when we are suffering from hypertension, they are going to give us like 4 different medications at a time to get it under control. So you're going to get maybe a beta blocker or a calcium channel blocker, and then they're going to give you a thiazide, a diuretic, and that one is the water pill. Plus, on top of that, they're going to, because once they give you the water pill, then they have to give you a statin. And that statin is to take care of the cholesterol issue that the water pill is going to cause. The other problem that the water pill is going to bring forth is a condition, a side effect called gynecomastia. And this is where the male is going to have boobs as big as the female. Now, with this in mind, when the man starts having those size boobs, it is also expected that he's now going to have the same issues that females are having with breast cancer problem. And so with this breast cancer problem, in America alone, over 20,000 males are diagnosed with breast cancer on an annual basis. Not only that, but there are over 2,000 deaths every year for breast cancer from men. And so a lot of men are now having mastectomy because they have to be taken off the breast because it has become cancerous. Persons suffering from allergies, eye disorder, asthma, diabetes, inflammatory diseases like colitis and Crohn's diseases, arthritis, and other joint pain. So all of these are as a result of the mitochondria not operating the way it's supposed to. Look on the screen here, you see this is the picture of a plaque that is being built up in an artery, usually because of high blood pressure. Then the inside of this artery gets damaged, and cholesterol comes now to kind of fix it. In the process of fixing it, there's a lot of free radical issue going on there, and there's a lot of oxidative stress. And so the cholesterol is now going to cleave to the walls of your blood vessel. But once it gets to 70% occlusion, you're going to have what we call angina, chest pain, and it's going to come and go from time to time. If that's not taken care of, eventually the vessel becomes totally occluded. Now, if this is a vessel that takes oxygenated blood to the heart, then that is cut off. And once that is cut off, then you're going to have a condition called necrosis, where the heart muscles are going to die, and that's how you end up with a heart attack or a myocardial infarction. If this is a vessel that is taking the oxygenated blood to the brain, then same thing is going to happen. The brain Cells are going to die off because they're not getting any oxygen, and that's how you end up having a stroke. So how do you prevent or repair mitochondrial damage? Now, our researcher and formulator, Dr. Bevan Elliott, took 9 years of research and development to develop these two products that we're going to present to you today. So it's 9 years of research and development, 3 years of distribution. So the first product we have is called UltraMito Restore. The company name is more mito, short for mitochondria. So the first product is UltraMito Restore. How does it work? It works from the inside out, and it grows mitochondria to increase cellular energy and provide your body with the nutritional resources it needs to restore, regenerate, and repair itself both physically and emotionally. The second product is a topical gel, and it works from the outside in. It works on areas of specific concerns. It is highly recommended then for anything that affects your hair, your scalp, your skin, or any place on your body in an unwanted way. It also penetrates deep to the affected tendons and ligaments and muscles and joints that may be experiencing discomfort, mobility issue, lack of feeling, or poor circulation. So if it's appearing on your skin, or if it's any kind of feeling of discomfort, whether it be joint or muscles, this rejuvenate has the ability to repair and to get it back into normalcy. So the rejuvenate comes in a jar. This is what it looks like, and the restore, it's our liquid formula, and it comes in a bottle like this, and it comes with an applicator, and that is what you use to take it sublingual. Now, how does it work, and why is this thing so potent? It's the 9 years of research and development to develop the XDS, which is the exponential delivery system. So with the restore and the rejuvenate, they use natural ingredients that are amplified and driven deep into the cell. They not just stop in the cell, but they get right into the mitochondria and passes through the lipid bilayer of the mitochondria using the XDS system. And this is why it is so potent, because of the delivery system. When you take regular medication, there's a thing called a first pass, and talk about the efficacy, and they talk about the half-life. Well, here, what is happening here is that to bypass all of the stomach acids and all of that, the XDS system, especially with the restore, is taken sublingually so that it will not have to deal with the stomach acids or the biles that come from the liver. So how does the XDS system work? How best can we explain? If you think about a chain link fence and you have a tennis ball and you try to get it to the other side, you throw it against it, it might bounce back and stuff like that. But if you take that with your hand right up against the fence and force it through the fence, what is going to happen eventually? It will get to the other side of the fence. But if you think about the exact same fence and you have a hand full of sand and you throw that sand against the fence, it gets to the other side easily. That is how the XDS system works, by getting the ingredients through the lipid bilayer of the cell into the cytoplasm, and then finding the mitochondria, and then going through the lipid bilayer also of the mitochondria, and release the ingredients. Some of the ingredients going to stay in the cytoplasm of the cell, and the others are going to go into the mitochondria where they are needed to perform their duties. So the Restore is an adaptogenic formula, and it's designed to do what? To promote and stimulate free natural energy from the mitochondria that can outlast your longest day. So basically, once you're on this Restore product, and it helps to get the body back into equilibrium and all of that, you won't need that 5-6 cup of coffee per day. You're not going to be needing that Red Bull, that Monster, whatever those drinks are that they have out there that are full of so much caffeine. It is basically going to give your body back the energy that you had when you were like 18-year-old, 12-year-old, so on and so forth. Now, it also enhances the brain's ability with the vision, the clarity, and the focus to meet your everyday challenges. So whatever it is that you have to do for the day, so it gets rid of the brain fog. It gets rid of that, you want to read, but you're just feeling tired. I don't want to read. My recall is not good, and so on and so forth. It helps with all of that. It's a mood enhancement and a chronic stress and it performs chronic stress reduction. It reduces chronic stress. It offers you a deep and more restorative sleep. And the body does its best with repair work when you sleep. It detoxifies and repairs, which is a very good thing. So you may take this stuff and you're probably thinking to yourself, nothing is happening, folks. Can you see detoxification? Can you see what repair work is taking care of and going on in your body? Can you see the reversal of aging being done to your tissues, your organs, your ligaments? No, you can't see all of that. So basically what is happening here is that now you are being taken care of, repairing the bodies, repairing the tissues from the inside out. It enhances the body's ability to manage itself and to maintain homeostasis. So once the body gets back into homeostasis, get back into balance, then the body is going to do the healing itself. It is not the product that's going to be causing the healing. The body now being back into homeostasis, it now going to be healing itself from the inside out with the Restore. Now, here are some documented benefits of the olive oil, which is our the olive oil, the olive leaf, and the black seed oil. These are the guys that are our superfood, and they are the main ingredients in this Restore product. They are also the main ingredients that has been found to give energy, to give a boost, to put back the batteries into the mitochondria. Remember now, you have over 70 trillion cells, and each of these cells have mitochondria. Some have more than one, some have up 10, 15, 20, depending on the part of the body that is dealing with it. That's depending the amount of mitochondria you have. And so these are the documented documented stuff of these superfoods. Are you suffering from excessive fatigue? It will help to relieve that. It helps to regulate and make your blood sugar healthy, regulate and make your blood pressure healthy. Heart and cardiovascular support, general major organ support. It helps with weight loss. Are you looking for youthful skin and healthy hair? Persons are testifying about that on a regular basis. It's anti-parasitic, anti-pathogenic. This gentleman started taking this Restore, and about 4 weeks after taking the Restore, what he found out was that he had to be rushed to the hospital because he fainted. When he got there and they did the MRI, they found out he had a parasite in his brain that was over 6 inches long. Because this thing does not like the Restore. It was moving around. And so that is how they were finding out that this guy had this parasite in his brain. He was rushed to emergency surgery and it was removed. A lot of persons are going to the bathroom and they are finding out that they are dispelling a lot of parasites in their toilet. They are seeing the parasites and they are actually seeing the eggs. So it's anti-parasitic and anti-pathogenic. It is great for cholesterol improvement and it offers great immune response and support. Now, the Restore here, the benefits can be especially important to folks that are experiencing extreme energy deficit from the effects of medication. Some medications are toxic to your mitochondria. The environment you live in can be toxic to the mitochondria. The food you eat can be toxic to the mitochondria. And the stressful life and the water that you drink can also be toxic to the mitochondria. Anybody have an athlete thriving for extreme performance and that they want to recover quickly after they have done their workout? this can actually help them in the recovery process. It's 100% natural. No anabolic steroids, none of those enhancement things are in it. It is 100% natural. Persons who have occupation that require some problem-solving abilities, working moms and dads, or anyone who just want to be as healthy as they can be, try Restore today and launch a rescue mission on yourself. Allow this product, this technology to detoxify yourself. Allow it to help you reverse the effects of aging. Allow it to help you get rid of free radical damage, get rid of inflammation and oxidative stress. How do you take the Restore? Again, I said it's a liquid formula and it comes with an applicator. You're supposed, the recommendation is that you take 4 milliliters per day. Well, I would say when you first start out with it, double up or even triple up. Give your body the opportunity to start doing so. Great for you. Now, so after that, you can go back after doubling up and triple up. You tripling up, you can go back to start taking your 4 milliliters per day. But here's the deal, folks. Don't take all 4 milliliters at once. Or like I said, don't put all 4 milliliters under your tongue at the same time. What you want to do is to take 1 milliliter, put it under your tongue, tilt your head back about 30 degrees, and just allow it to be absorbed deep into the bloodstream so that the bloodstream now is going to take it directly to the cell. It's going to then go right through the lipid bilayer of the cell, gets into the cytoplasm, then gets right to the lipid bilayer of the cytoplasm, of the mitochondria, and then it's going to pass through. The XDS system is going to be at work, the delivery system that is going to deliver these ingredients to your cell and to your mitochondria. And that is how you should take it. So, how quickly should I expect to see some results? Well, some folks report results in the same day. Most people report benefits in days or weeks. In some instances, sign that your body is detoxified. What are these signs? You might have a mild headache. You might have this headache for a couple of days, maybe 4 days. And this is because the toxins are being pulled out of your body. You might feel a little bit tired and more lethargic, again, because the toxins are being dragged or pulled out of your body. One of the most testified about detoxifying process we see is where folks who were not even going to the bathroom 5 times a week end up going like 5 times a day. And I'm not talking about having a diarrhea. I'm talking about folks going to the bathroom, passing out a lot of the crap that has been stuck in their colon for weeks, months, or maybe years. I don't know. So here is the deal. A lot of them are testifying that when they poo, they just cannot flush the toilet like that. Why? Because they have found out that there's so much that came out. They have to plunge it first before they actually do the actual flushing because of how much stuff came out of them. And so when they look, not only are they seeing a lot of feces, but a lot of them are seeing worms. They're seeing parasites and seeing the eggs from these parasites. I know it's Sunday. Hopefully you're not eating your Sunday dinner. You're not too squeamish. But this is the reality that we're dealing with. So a lot of folks are seeing that. So in some instances, the sign that your body is detoxifying is going to be there. The other thing is that folks that are on medication for a while, 15, 20 years, you are going to need to be a little bit more patient with it because it is going to have to take time. Because remember, some of these medications were actually affecting your mitochondria. And so now this Restore is coming in to help rebuild, give the mitochondria the battery, the power that it needs so that it can start doing what it needs to do. So once the mitochondria is powered up, guess what it's going to do? It now, because it's the powerhouse of the cell, it's going to give energy to the lysosome, get energy to the cytoplasm. It's going to give energy to the nucleus. It's going to give energy to the Golgi apparatus. It's going to give energy to all the organelles in the cell. And it's going to give energy to the glutathione, the master antioxidant. The glutathione is the guy that just goes around and does a lot of the cleanup work. Folks, listen, if the glutathione is not optimum along with the mitochondria, the other antioxidant don't even have any use. Because you see, the glutathione, this antioxidant, it is impossible, and I will take on anybody who dare to challenge. It is impossible for you to go and buy a supplement with glutathione from a regular health food store and take it and say you're building up back your glutathione. It doesn't work like that. How the glutathione works, how you rebuild your glutathione, is that you have to get cysteine back in your body, because the glutathione is glutamate, glycine, and cysteine. And the cysteine is the weaker of the 3 amino acids. And so you have to find a way to get cysteine back into the cell. And then once the cysteine gets in the cell, it joins up with the glutamate and the glycine, and then glutathione is formed. We will talk about it in depth at another time. So once the glutathione is there, or whatever is still in there, now the mitochondria is going to get it going, and it's not going to become a cholesterol chelator, because it's going to clean that plaque out of your arteries. It's going to become a metal chelator. It's going to get rid of all that heavy metals in your cells. On top of all of that, we're going to ask that you help your body in order to help itself. Cut out the whole heap of sugar. Cut out the eating all of this white stuff. Get up, walk, get up, run, get some exercise in, and help the mitochondria to help your body. So, folks, the conventional wisdom is to allow at least 3 months to give any nutraceutical a fair shot. I would say more than 3 months, because it needs that, depending especially on how long you've been taking these other medications. These are the ingredients that are in the UltraMito Restore. 44 of them, properly, efficaciously formulated by Dr. Bevan Elliott. Took him over 9 years of research and development. These ingredients, anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, anti-Alzheimer's, anti-blood pressure issues, they're boosting of the boosting of libido, all of the good stuff that you need to live as healthy as you can be. You'll find them wrapped up in these products here. Some of these products here have the ability now to protect the mitochondria against free radical damage. And that is one of the things that some of the medications and the lifestyle that we live is doing. Folks, if you are overindulging in alcohol, it damages the mitochondria. Cut it down. If you find yourself drinking too much alcohol, you need to cut it down so that you can actually help your body to rebuild the mitochondria. Do you get angry? Do you feel the need to cut down on your drinking? Do you get angry when somebody tell you about your drinking? Do you feel guilty about the amount that you have that you're drinking on a weekly basis? Or do you need to get a Red Stripe beer or whatever beer you drink first thing in the morning as an eye opener? If this is happening to you, if you feel like you need to cut down, if you get angry when folks talk to you about it, if you're guilty about how much you're drinking, and if you feel to take it as an eye opener, I would suggest that you talk to your physician, talk to your family doctor, because if you are not already, you're on the verge of becoming an alcoholic. All right. Now, let's talk about our Rejuvenate. It is great for anything that causes you to itch, to scratch, or to break out, or to have any kind of skin irritation. Any joint pain and discomfort, any random bumps and bruises, any fine lines and wrinkles, sunburns and sun damage, even if it's decade old. So you have cuts, you have bruises, you have insect bite, dandruff and other scalp issue, it helps with that. Or if you're having razor bump issue, this UltraMito Rejuvenate, our topical gel, takes care of scars, moles, warts, and skin tags. Folks are actually using it as an alternative to the deodorant that they purchase at the store with aluminum, because aluminum actually is carcinogenic. Persons are using it as natural deodorant. They are using it for hair styling. It repairs damaged hair. It helps with foot care. Persons are having a pain in their feet from peripheral neuropathy, where you wake up and there's tingling in your toes, your feet are in pains, feel like you're on fire, tingling in your fingertips, your calf muscles are burning, you may be magnesium deficient and all of that stuff. That is what is going on. This UltraMito Rejuvenate helps with all of that. Persons who have eczema, we are hearing a lot of testimonials where after weeks using this product, the eczema starts to dry up. If you have sore or tired eyes, it is awesome for that. Persons who are suffering from sinusitis or all of that kind of stuff, we ask that you put it on a Q-tip. Only time I recommend using a Q-tip, and then you just put it on a little bit of it on the tip of the Q-tip, put it in your nose and massage it, and watch that sinus infection clear up over time. So if you're looking for fresher, younger looking skin, if you want natural alternative to medication for discomfort and pain, if you want sharper vision and to get quick relief from eye strain, or if you want to pursue a more vigorous athletic workout routine, or you just want to be as healthy as you can possibly be with less emotional stress and physical discomfort. That's what it is. So, folks, how do you take this? We recommend you order them together. So when they come and drop it at your door, you'll get the Rejuvenate in the gel as a gel. You'll get the Restore in the liquid form. What are you going to do? You are going to take a teaspoon of the liquid Restore, and you're going to add, put it in the bottle with the Rejuvenate. Shake it up, stir it up, just allow it to become warm. And then you are going to thoroughly massage the Rejuvenate in, on, and around the affected area, and continue to do so for a few more days, even after the discomfort has been taken care of. Persons who are using this combination, especially, a lot of females are saying that once they put that on their face, they don't have no need for foundation anymore. All right, so it's really, really working well for a lot of people. Now, for some issues, you're going to see instant gratification. Absolutely. We have had so many testimonies of persons talking about how their foot and stuff has cleared up, how the diabetic sores have been healing up nicely, how the pain from the diabetic neuropathy or just whatever nerve damage they had, all of that stuff is getting cleaned up nicely. Persons are reporting that the hair is growing back. Persons are reporting that their period pain is not as bad as it used to be. It may be still, it's not as clotty, and so they're not having all of that cramps as they go forward. So if you have skin tags, moles, warts, and those stuff, they're going to take a little bit longer. If you have complex health issues, if you're taking supplements or on medication, fine, it's going to take a while. I've seen and heard of persons that talk about not being able to walk and jump properly because it was bone and bone, the arthritis that they were dealing with, only to find out now that the cartilage is growing back. The tissues are growing back, and they are now having less and less discomfort. Folks, it worked. Again, conventional wisdom, 3 months. But like I said, some folks are getting results quicker than that. These are the ingredients that are in the UltraMito Rejuvenate. And when you read upon them, you realize how efficacious they are. Now, you can go and get them individually and try and make them work for you. But guess what? You need the XDS to really give it the boost that it needs. The XDS technology, our proprietary technology by Dr. Bevan Elliott, 9 years of research and development and 3 years of distribution. Folks, it is amazing. So the problem, or what we're finding out, is that the cause of a lot of health issues is a problem with the mitochondria. So remember, in medical school, they taught us it's low energy, that is causing the disease process to get going. Low energy, low energy, low energy. What is the source of energy in our bodies? It's the mitochondria. So if we can fix the mitochondrial problem, we're going to get rid of the inflammation. We're going to get rid of the free radical damage. We're going to get rid of the oxidative stress. So we're going to see reversal of pain and reversal of diseases and reversal of the effects of aging. So if we fix the mitochondria, we are going to fix mostly everything else. Folks, get on board. It is time for that. So with that, I'm going to hand back over to Dr. Clark.
Hey, Dr. Samuels, man, thank you so much. Wow, you blew up a storm there in terms of telling us about the mitochondria. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come into this revelation that is going to cause a revolution. The secret they hid from us for how long? Too long. It has now come to us. That you don't have to wait until some chronic, degenerative, debilitating, progressive disease mess up your life. You can fight back with your powerful mitochondria. Now we have a company that has come to the rescue of our mitochondria, more mito, restore and rejuvenate, and everything will once again be great. What are you trying to fix? How long have you been trying to fix it? What have the doctors tried? What have you tried? What has the Bushman tried? Ladies and gentlemen, you have arrived at the right place at the right time. There are a few things you can think about that has more scientific validation behind it than the science of the mitochondria. It's amazing. So feel confident about the information that you heard Dr. Samuels present. Thank you so much, Dr. Samuels. You have shared from your heart, and we appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this company didn't just come out of the dark like that. Somebody had to put some thought to it. Everything in life happens twice. It happens first on the outside, on the inside, and then it manifests itself on the outside. So we have the three wise men. And the CEO, Mr. Roger Hill, used to be at NASA, the space program, and then Pentagon said, serve on a higher level. Can you imagine? You are serving your country at the level of NASA, sending things and people out of space. And then Pentagon came along and said, we have a bigger role for you because you're too smart just to be in one agency. Let the entire government come and benefit from you. And oftentimes, over a 20-year period, the presidents of the America would be dependent on Roger Hill to give solutions to difficult situations the country need to fix. That's the genius of the man we have as our CEO. And when he wanted to start a company along with Roger Hill, with Bevan Elliott, what a mantra. How can we help people to die of old age and not to die from disease or disease? What a noble thought. And they went to work. 9-year period. So what we have wasn't done in a hurry and didn't come out somewhere in the dark. It was done in the light. Bevan Elliott, genius of a man, has all the accolades of some of the best scientists in the world. He humbled himself and brought everything he had to the foot of Jesus and said, Lord, teach me how to make the product we need to make. Look at that. Look at that. And then the president of the company, Mr. Dale Bonet, came along and gave support. Genius of a man, powerful individual for the three of them to lead the company. These gentlemen invites you to come along and support their vision, a vision of rescuing mankind. We're in a race to help the human race, and we want to be kind to mankind. Do you want to be a part of the greatest movement of rescue of men's health that has ever come to the fore? Do you want to be a part of a company that comes with product technology that are efficacious, meaning that it works the way we say that it works? We say to you, if you're in doubt, get the product, bless it and take it, and be pleasantly surprised about the results that you get from these products. Now, Dr. Samuels will be coming back to answer some questions that are already posted in the chat room, and for a person who will raise their digital hand, It will be recognized by Marva Lindsay, and she is our coordinator of this amazing section. So if you have a question that you want to ask the doctor, two things. You can raise your hand to indicate you want to speak to the doctor to ask him a question, or just type it in the chat room, as some persons have already started to do. So let me get out of the way of greatness and allow Lady Marva to come right now and to conduct this session, please. Thank you, Marva.
Thank you so much. Well done, Dr. Samuels. Um, we have some simple rules to follow with this. You can raise your hands. Raise your digital hand. You can find it by clicking on reactions, and you'll see where it says raise hands. We're asking people not to speak out of turn or speak when the doctor is speaking or anything like that. And please, you can write in the chat, but don't write an epistle. Because I see some people, there's some long stuff in there. It's kind of hard for me to, or the doctor to be following up with that. Okay? So if you have something, it's going to take you that long to write it, you can just raise your hand and speak. Okay? And I see Joe is on. Um, Joe, you can open your microphone. I don't know if you got the message I sent you or in reaction to what your message, but I will send you that
Hi.
email. Go ahead, please.
Hi, thank you for the information. I was wondering, how am I able to get the products that you prescribe in the UK? And the next thing for the doctor is I have like varicose veins and the darkening in the leg. So I was wondering if that would also be able to work for me. Thank you.
Okay,
You're
to get the
welcome.
product in the UK, the company does ship to the UK. So the person that invited to the call, get with them. They will give you their website. You sign with them, place your order, and it will be shipped to you in the UK because the company does ship to the UK. As for the
Actually, I wasn't sent this by a person. I just saw it online.
Okay.
Okay.
By any chance, sorry, dear doctor, do you know anyone in the US?
No.
Okay, that's okay then. And then the reason why I asked because I have somebody from the UK. He was sending to somebody in the UK, and then they mail it to them from the US. So that makes it easier, he says. But so you're gonna need a shipper, or you can go directly. I don't know the difference in cost. If we're shipping directly to you to the UK, or if you use a shipper.
Are you
But I
able
got
to ship
I
to
got
the
your
That
UK?
wasn't
email.
that
Got your
wasn't what she
email.
was answering. She was saying
No,
that
she sent me a message,
okay,
doctor.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
send me yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so for the varicose veins, we have a lot of testimonies about that and darkening of the leg, and a lot of people have seen reversal in that in weeks. So yes, it does work for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And I will
And
send you the
the
recording with
darkening
the email
skin
address.
and the darkening skin, does that, help to lighten the skin as well? Because actually it's an image that I had seen
Mhm.
with somebody's legs that are quite dark. And
Usually,
mine,
usually the
sorry?
problem with the darkening of the skin is usually a circulation issue, and this does help with circulation problems. So you will be happy.
Okay. So how can I be able to join the company and order it? Does it come to the UK? That's my last question.
Yes, it does.
It does. So
Yeah.
I
You know
dropped
what?
my
You sent me your email address, and
yeah.
I told you you wanted to get the recording and all that. So I'll send you information.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Susan, you can open your microphone.
All
Susan,
right,
are you?
let me just
Hi,
answer the
good
hold
afternoon.
on one
One
sec,
second,
Susan. Just
Susan.
hold on a minute. Let me just
Okay.
answer the long text or the long message. What I'm going to do is that I am going to, because there's another product, the for the pets. But the thing with the pet one is that it is the exact same product as the Restore, but they have gone ahead and have taken out some ingredients out of it that would aggravate the pets. So let me take a look and see if the turmeric has been removed and then we could get back to you on Wednesday night with that. All right. So let me do that, and then we'll deal with it on Wednesday.
Okay, great. Thank you, doctor. Go ahead, Susan.
Hi, good afternoon. Right, I'm in Jamaica, and my cousin sent me the link and I registered. But I'd like to know, how do I get my order? How do I, when I order, how do I get my orders? Is there a contact in Jamaica?
Yeah, yes. Dr. Clive, are you on? Can you take this?
Okay, most definitely. So you referred to your cousin. You might
Yes.
need to be in conversation with your cousin and to see, quite likely your
He's in
cousin
the States,
is in the
but I'm
States.
in Jamaica.
Or you need to know. All right.
Yeah.
So what we do, we recommend a company out of Kingston. Would you happen to be in Kingston, St. Andrew?
Yeah. Yes, I'm in Kingston.
So there's a company we often recommend called SSN. So that company is on Aining Road in Kingston, and feel comfortable to reach out to them. I wish I had their. Marva, do you have their
What's the
website?
name?
I'm about to send it.
What's the name? SFN?
Yeah, two S's and an N.
Sam Nancy.
Pardon me?
SSN.
SSN. Okay. Is there a
Yeah,
number?
okay.
I'm sending it.
We're
Sending
going to
everything.
send you a website in the chat room. Go to the
Okay.
website and you can register for free, and they give you the account to use that to enroll.
Okay. Thanks much.
Yeah. Yes. So look for the information in the chat room as Marva posted, please, on time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Sharon, open your microphone, please.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, so great presentation, and the efficacy of that product sounds exciting. My question though, I know for a young lady, maybe about 25, her issue is elevated cortisol levels, which is creating havoc in her body. Is this something you would recommend for such a condition?
I would definitely recommend that, because the elevated cortisols, those dead guys that need to get out of her body, they are just sticking around. And because the mitochondria is weak, it is not having the power and the strength to help the body to flush them out. So now if she gets the mitochondria energized again, we'll get rid of this cortisol out of her body. I definitely believe that.
Awesome. Thanks for that response. All right. I'll be in touch with Mr. Campbell.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Hey, we've got Ursi. Next, open your microphone, please.
Thank you very much, Miss Mava. For the lady with the want to order in UK, I just wanted to advise that when she goes on to order her product, she would pick shipping with DHL, and DHL gets the order to UK in a week and a half. I have a few people in UK, and that's what we're using, and it's the best thing. They deliver right to your door. I don't even think they go through customs. So when you go on the site to order, after you register and you order your product, select shipping with DHL, and it will be like a breeze.
Thank you.
You know, Ursi, it's interesting that you say that. Dr. Clive, has anybody ever tried DHL for Jamaica?
Oh, one of the reasons why they may not try it for Jamaica is that customs kill you.
Okay.
I don't know if I need to say anything more.
No, sir.
But,
See all them pretty roads that you guys get. Somebody have to pay for it.
yes, sir.
Well, well, actually, messages sent to Dale to see how to send the Jamaica's orders as international orders, so then it won't trigger off anything to put them to the slaughter.
Oh, okay.
But there's something they're talking about. So once we get some good answers, we'll publicize that. Okay. Who's next? Paul's iPhone. Paul,
Hello, good night.
good night.
I have a question. Can I use the Restore during a fast? Is it safe to use while fasting? And what would be the effects if it would be negative or positive?
I think it will be neutral because whether because you can take it with or without. So it's just gonna be just as efficacious because it's not going in your stomach. It's actually just going into your bloodstream sublingually under your tongue. So yeah, it's not something that's going into your stomach. But your pastor might not be happy you're putting stuff in your mouth while you're supposed to be fasting.
Well, it's a liquid fast because I am on meds, so everything will be pureed,
Okay.
especially juice and fruit juice and everything. So I'm still having food, but nothing solid.
Right. So this is sublingual, so it works just as good because again, it's going right under your tongue. So you take a milliliter, put it under your tongue, tilt your head back 30 degrees, hold it for about 60 to 90 seconds, and you do that 4 times for the day. So you can do it 4 times all at once, or you can do it 2 in the morning, 2 before bed, which is my recommendation. And then because remember, while you're sleeping now, your body does a lot of the repair work that needs to be done. So it's not going to affect your fast. It is going to affect you in a positive way because it is getting into the cell and doing stuff that needs to be done.
Wonderful. I have the information, but it won't allow me to copy. I'm not too sure if I'm going to get it to you. Maybe you're going to have to send me your email address and I'll send it that way for the shipping for Jamaica.
Minister Andrea Alexander. Okay.
Good evening. I was diagnosed with shingles and trigeminal nerve neuralgia. So I was wondering if the product would be beneficial for that.
Well, like I was saying in the presentation, it's an immune system booster. And it's when your immune system is low that you will get this shingle stuff and this trigeminal neuralgia. So yes, it is going to fix and repair that. It's going to boost your immune system and get rid of that that virus that is sitting down there dormant and attacks us over time. So yes.
Thank you so much.
And the scars are going to go away because mine is. I used to get the shingles real badly, and the scars from it is going away.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Wilton, you're up next. Please open your microphone.
Sure. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm so happy to be here. I learned something every time I logged in. My burning question is, it's a general one for you leaders. How can I get a copy of the presentation or previous presentation? Because I have people who is ready to take the bull by the horn and go, but sometimes they are not able to come to the live. So is there a way we could get a copy of this presentation?
Sure. Who invited you to the call? You're part of the team now,
He's
right?
a member. Is he
Yes.
are you
invite him because maybe he's not on any team where he's getting it?
on the WhatsApp group? So you're part of it, the WhatsApp group?
So Mr. Delroy Morrison, he invited me, but he said he can't get a hold of it either. So someone maybe need to reach out to him because we spoke every day, and he can't get a copy of it. So
try reach out to Dr. Campbell or Marva here. Because they have admin ability authority in the group, and once you get in the group, it's posted in there. You can see it.
Sure, I don't have either or either. You know, I would
just send a direct message with your info.
I will. All right, appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. I see Paul. Is Paul iPhone still? Is it a new message? Okay, let me just take it down. Dorette?
Yes, ahead, please. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Oh
Yes, we
yeah,
can.
loud and clear.
Okay, so I have a question. My daughter, she having problem with iron. She said her iron is low, so I want to know if this product will help her.
It definitely will, but in addition to that, I would also tell you to give her beetroot.
Oh,
But once you puree the beetroot, it needs to be taken within say 5-10 minutes. Don't put it overnight and whatever. So give
okay,
her beetroot.
like she juice it, she just drink it at same time.
Exactly. Don't put it in the fridge or any other kind of stuff. But this will help in addition to that. So the beetroot is good. Tamarind is good in Jamaica, and anything dark green leafy vegetable. But
Hallelujah.
hallelujah, spinach. Because when we
Oh,
have ladies that we have to do C-sections on and they come in and their blood count is low, we just tell
yeah.
them go home, eat callaloo, eat tamarind, drink the beetroot, and within 3-4 days they come back, they're ready for surgery. But to
Okay.
have it under control for a period of time ongoing, this definitely is going to help, because then it is going to get deep into the cells, and it's also going to get into the bone marrow and helps to regulate the blood. So not only does it regulate blood pressure and blood sugar, it's going to regulate this blood iron issue as well.
Okay, so on my and now I have a problem with my finger. At night, my
Yep.
my
Yep.
10
Trigger finger.
fingers so numb and painful.
Oh, so are you on any other medication?
I take blood pressure medication.
How many are you taking?
I take 2 in the morning and 1 in the night,
So you're on 3 different medications.
along with the cholesterol pill.
Oh boy. So you're taking the water pill.
Yes, that in the morning.
How long you been on it now?
Oh my God, for years.
Time for you to come off of it. You need to go talk to your doctor. But this stuff does help with that. Well, I'm not telling you to come off of all of your medication. So are you taking one of them named propanolol or esmolol or
No, one named Tyzac.
Oh no, that's not the name I want. I don't understand it by
And
that. There's another name on it.
one in the night, the white the night, that one start with O, I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Don't worry about it. But you take this thing twice, you take it. So you can take it for your first time if you get it. I want you to double up on it. Instead of taking 4 milliliters for the day, you want to take 8 milliliters for the day. So you take 2 in the morning, you take 2 about 10, 11-ish, you take 2 more at lunchtime, at dinner time, and so on and so forth. Keep taking your medication at the same time. Keep going to your doctor. And once he does the checks, he's going to start reducing you off of these medications.
Okay, so it's gonna help my finger, like I have
So
so
the
much
finger,
pain.
no, you have to rub the finger. So one of the things that seems to be going on with your fingers is that you're having nerve issues.
Yeah.
So your nerves are getting messed up. So what I'd like you to do is to massage your hands with it, but I also want you to put it under your from your elbow up under your armpit. You need to do that as well. And so that will help to take care of the nerve issues that you're having.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Marva, can I get a copy of this presentation? I see you were recording it.
Yes. Are you I'm not sure. I see your name, but I invited somebody by the name. I don't know if is this you who I invited to the call?
I'm Dorrit. Your friend.
No, because they're two different. Okay. Alrighty, I will. Thank you.
Yes, so okay, I'll talk to you after, right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye now. Marilyn, please open your mic.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I have a question for the doctor. My husband is struggling with Alzheimer's, and I do have the products. I've been trying to give it to him under his tongue, but I'm having difficulty. He is not understanding to have me put it under his tongue. He's just taking it in And from what I understood is it really shouldn't go through the stomach. Is there any other way that I could administer that to him?
I would like you to do, because the Rejuvenate has a lot of the qualities that's also necessary for the mitochondria. So if you could massage his head, like from the forehead, take it right around above the ears, right to the back of his head and right around. Because then we can start working on the nerves that comes out of the cribriform plate. Those 12 cranial nerve, we can start working on those until he might get to the point now where he is more, because it's gonna be difficult for him to like get it sublingual because he's gonna be swallowing it easily. You can put less than a milliliter at a time, because if you put it like at the first bar, and so you're gonna have to do it more often per day. So you put it at the first bar, and then because that will be absorbed more quickly than when you put a full milliliter at a time.
Okay, I
don't know if he has the. I don't know if he has the patience.
No, it's really difficult doing that. But sometimes when he falls asleep, I tell you, and his mouth is open, I try to sneak it in there, and it remains in his mouth for a while.
Because don't put too much, man. When you're doing it that way, you put a little. Don't put the full milliliter. Put like a quarter at a time while he's asleep.
Okay.
And then that will work. That will work better.
Okay. I was rubbing his head and neck and behind his ears and everything with the gel, but I'm completely out of it, and my order still hasn't come yet, so I'm handicapped with that. But
man, that's above my pay grade.
Yeah, I know. So I'm waiting for that. So yes, thanks, doctor. Thanks for answering my question.
Not a problem.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Sil?
Sylvia's mama say.
Okay, maybe Sil's not available. Let's go to Susan.
Hi, me again. Who can I send my email address to? Because I'm not seeing the number in the chat.
Seeing what number? What are you looking for?
I'd asked for the number for the shipping company for the Kingston, in Kingston.
Oh, I was asking anybody who need to drop me their email address, because or their WhatsApp contact.
Okay,
or I could drop mine.
Send it to Marva.
Yes, send it to Marva directly. Yeah.
All right, thanks. Thanks.
Okay. And I'll drop my number for those who want to who have WhatsApp. Okay. Thank you. Is there anybody else in the chat?
Just reach out to Sil one more time.
I'm here, but I don't have a hand, so I can't put my hand up.
Well, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I just have a question. I thought the doctor said that this would help with ligament. I have a very serious ligament problem with my left knee. And if I'm right, I thought I heard him say that this would help grow your ligament back. Am I correct?
That is correct. We have multiple testimonials of persons who had knee and knee, bone to bone stuff, and they are reporting some great results, even with the ligaments and the cartilage. Yes, we have that growing back in a lot of persons.
Okay, yeah, my cartilage. I should say my cartilage. Is there any special way that I should put this on?
Multiple times per day, deep massage.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your help.
Okay, great. 1 second. Okay, have we got everybody now? Everybody good?
Yep.
Okay. I appreciate that so much. So many people chimed in tonight. That's great.
All right. God's blessing to you all.
Thank you. I bless you too, Rob. Okay. So I think we've reached to the end here. Okay, Dr. Campbell, do you want to take over again, sir?
Okay, fine. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Sam Wells. Thank you for giving us such powerful, credible information. Wow, what a time. I remember a testimonial that the guys were saying the doctors were sending their mom home and they were planning her funeral. And then they gave her Restore. Look at that. Eh? Look at that. What do you want Restore to do for you? What is it that you're trying to restore? What is it that you're trying to fix? What is it that is preventing you from sleeping at night? And what is it that is preventing you from walking up the stairs and walking down the stairs normally? Do you want to fix it? Ladies and gentlemen, we encourage you to get these powerful technology products. Here we say, bless it and take it and see what the Lord does for you with a powerful technology. The doctors have tried their best and they are not able to give you the type of hope you're looking for. There is something more beyond. And we encourage you to get these products and try them and trust God to give you the results you're looking for. We thank you for shining in, Marvel. Thank you again for conducting this session in terms of the question and answer. We thank you, Sir Townsend. We thank the persons who opened their microphones, asked questions, get some clarification. We thank you for representing in terms of you coming out for yourself or for a family member or for a friend. Thank you so much for shining in. Our next call is scheduled for Wednesday. Now, we are told that this hurricane that is over the oceans may be impacting Jamaica on Wednesday. Now, let's keep it open and see what happens. So by Tuesday or so, we will have a better understanding, Wednesday even, and so on. But we plan to keep on giving this good news to modern man. So thank you, every single person, for coming on. We appreciate you. Keep safe wherever you are. If you are in direct line of the storm hurricane, please be safe. If you are out of it, pray for those persons who will be having a very challenging period during this particular time. Pray for family, pray for friends that we all shall be well. I thank you so much. And we just want to close in prayer. So, Father, we thank you. You have been good to your people. You have saved us from daily storms. You have saved us from financial storms. You have saved us from health storms. So, God, we ask you to bless your people. Help us, God. Save us from the storm, hurricane that is coming. Help us, Lord, to survive it. And at the end of it, we are careful to give you the honor, the glory, and the praise. Have your own sweet way in our lives. Dismiss us with your grace. Proceed thanks in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. What is this? Oh, I saw.
Amen and amen.
Okay, good. So the number is in the chat room, so you can contact Lady Marvel for further information and instruction. But thank you for coming, and go with God. God go with you. Amen.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Samuels, Dr. Campbell, and Mondo. Thanks everybody for chiming in. And we're about to leave now. Good night, all.